Back with another wild edition of David's Vintage Cards, and we're looking at this one, the Frankie Frisch 1934 Batter Up. This card to me is very sweet, very cool. I'm always kind of like, there's that balance, right? I love like the good player with the notoriety, right? I think he's got like a 75 wins above replacement. I mean, this guy's solidly Hall of Famer, right? Time with the Giants, time with the Cardinals as a player manager. Obviously, what the 34 Gas House Gang Cardinals, one of the main figures. Just an incredible player, right? One of the best second basemen of all time. I mean, not Hornsby level, right, or anything along those lines, but very, very, very good player. Um, Great player. And this card, it's like there's always beautiful examples, I think, from every set. And I really, again, right, that this PSA 4 with a mark. And I guess this is your mark up here. But I mean, it's fine by me. Um, a couple more, it looks like just like slight dots. But this is really interesting because this is on like the it's on the set. It's like this these markings up here, and I saw this and I'm really fascinated by it. It's not it's on the set, right? It's not on the specific individual card, but you can see it's this kind of like above this like gray line here. There's this almost looks like kind of netting or some like strange symbolism. Uh, these batter up cards to me are very striking. Um, I might actually end up doing a 2-in-1 on this specific run through here. Let's see how this works. Let's see if I can work some like in the middle of the event type magic here. Because I got another one that's cool. I have a couple batter ups. Present. I take that down and I stop that screen and then I share again. And this one. Yeah. Cool. Got it. This Jimmy Foxx here. There really is. I think this batter up set to me, I mean, obviously not underrated, right? It's known. It's a known quantity. But it might be the most underrated set of the 30s for me. Um, it just doesn't the beauty is understated and almost strange. Like there's this kind of surreal quality, like this kind of faded, blurry background. It's the blackness of the top half of the card and the whiteness of the bottom half. It almost looks like he's standing in a bunch of sand, and it's like interminable black abyss of the background. It's kind of like low wall here, which I'm assuming is some outfield grandstands or something like that. Um, Really great edition of this Jimmy Fox, right? I think it's altered. I think it's kind of cut along this right side here a little bit. Um, I mean, this card is awesome to me, though. I mean, it got an altered grade, but the back is spotless too. It's almost perfect condition card. I don't think it was ever actually punched out. Um, Maybe briefly, barely. Um, but I'm going to go back to the Frisch one because I think that is a kind of the one that I wanted to reflect on most for the purpose of this set in particular. Um, close down the Fox window. Here we go. Yeah, the batting stance, the follow through. You got this almost like curmudgeonly like manager sense from him, right? He almost looks like a mix between John McGraw and Connie Mack or something. Um, I love that kind of handwritten touch. The number 33 looks like it's handwritten, but it's the set number on the card. Um, the detail on this scan is fantastic, and it really does allow you to see the minutia of the print. Um, I almost there's a part of me that would prefer if these cards right there if it didn't have that punch out at all whatsoever, and this card itself kind of just stood as a singular representation. It didn't have that ability to pop out into a three-dimensional image. It was just like a flat card. You understand what I'm saying? It would almost be like a little bit of a nicer version of a strip card in that sense, and I think that's kind of what these were. And I love how Topps came back to it. I think it was like 64, the 64 stand-ups. It's a great kind of homage to this. Um, Interesting cards. It's especially the photography for me, right? Because he's standing here in this foreground of just dirt, and it fades into nothing. Like nothingness, just this kind of abyss of this gray background. It's like he's standing in the midst of this like massive fog or like some sort of crazy storm, and the silhouette of Frisch just like juts out. It's really well designed. It's a really well designed card, even for the fact that it's kind of in grayscale, right? Because there's a lot more subtlety here than just black and white on this card. Um, really beautiful stuff. I'd love. It's great because these are not altogether unaffordable, right? That Jimmy Foxx that I just showed you might be one of the most collectible cards of his. That's not going to destroy your bank account. Um, I'm really happy with the one that I got with the altered grade because it really did drive down the price on it. It was still a little expensive, but I mean, obviously, Fox is one of the all-time greats, and Frisch isn't really too far behind in terms of the quality of his play over time and the impact that he had on the game. Um, a really great set. I could see myself getting more cards from this set without a doubt. Right now, I'm kind of spreading myself all over the place, just kind of seeing what I find out here. But um, highly encourage people to look into this one more because I mean, you hear the names, you hear Gaudy, and you hear Diamond Stars and stuff, and those get a lot of attention from that period of time in baseball history. But the 34 through 36 batter ups, I think, are a really great example um, of kind of taking the onus of the strip card and turning it into something unexpected and serialized, if that makes sense. Cool. On to the next. Catch you later. Leave me comments or whatever. Tell me what you think. I think this set's really cool. See you.